Crystal grids have existed for centuries as a sacred energetic technology used by healers, spiritual practitioners, and ancient civilizations who understood that crystals can communicate, amplify, and transmit intention. A crystal grid is a conscious arrangement of specific stones placed in geometric patterns to create a concentrated field of energy. This energy field strengthens manifestation, healing, protection, spiritual awakening, emotional alignment, and every intention aligned with your inner truth. The purpose of a crystal grid is to create a magnetic container where your intention becomes the central command, and every crystal in that layout works as a unified network to bring that intention into the physical world. When you build a grid, you are not only placing stones. You are activating a frequency, opening a doorway, and signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive. Today, people all around the world are rediscovering the ancient science behind crystal grids because they offer a practical and highly effective way to manifest transformation. A single crystal can support your intention, but a crystal grid multiplies that intention through symmetry, geometry, and energetic resonance. In this full guide, you are going to learn the complete raw truth about crystal grids, how they work, why they work, how to build one from scratch, how to activate it, how to maintain it, and how to use it as a powerful tool in your manifestation journey. Listen till the end, and if you want more content like this, like, share, subscribe, and comment your perspective or question. Understanding the energy science behind crystal grids. Every crystal grid operates on 3 energetic pillars. The first is intention. Without intention, the grid has no direction, no aim, and no purpose. The second is geometry. Sacred geometry is the architecture of creation, the nervous system of the universe. Every shape, every pattern, every formation carries a frequency, and when crystals are placed into those shapes, their individual vibrations merge into one strong field. The third pillar is crystal selection. Each crystal has a unique mineral composition, atomic structure, and energetic signature. When you combine these stones consciously, their energies communicate with each other, strengthen one another, and create a frequency bridge between your intention and its manifestation. Crystals work not because of belief, but because of geology, physics, and the natural piezoelectric properties existing inside many stones. Quartz crystals in particular generate measurable energy when pressure or intention is applied. The human mind and heart also generate electromagnetic fields. When you place a crystal grid inside your environment, you are creating an energetic ecosystem where your heart, mind, and the mineral kingdom unite to amplify the outcome you desire. This is why grids for abundance, love, protection, healing, and clarity are so powerful. They stabilize your intention, they broadcast it outward, and they constantly support you energetically even when you are not consciously thinking about your goal. Why crystal grids are more powerful than single crystals. A single crystal is like a single light bulb. It emits light, but its power is limited. A crystal grid is like a whole city of coordinated lights working together to illuminate a huge area. When multiple stones are placed with purpose, their frequencies overlap and create resonance. Resonance is when vibrations become stronger through alignment. When resonance occurs, energy amplifies automatically, without extra effort. Another reason grids are more powerful is because of geometric coherence. When stones are placed into patterns like the flower of life, seed of life, hexagon, triangle, spiral, star, or circle, the pattern itself becomes an energetic conductor. Geometry organizes energy. It directs flow. It stabilizes the intention. This is why ancient temples, pyramids, mandalas, and sacred structures follow precise geometrical rules. They understood that shape is power. When you create a crystal grid, you combine intention, geometry, and mineral energy into one unified vibration. This vibration is what accelerates manifestation and healing work. Preparing yourself before creating a crystal grid. Before you begin the grid, your energy matters as much as the stones you use. A crystal grid is a communication tool, and you are the communicator. If your energy is scattered, confused, or chaotic, the grid will reflect that. So prepare yourself mentally and energetically. Sit in silence for a few minutes. Breathe deeply. Release distractions. Become present. If your mind is noisy, gently bring it back to the single intention you want the grid to serve. Crystal grids magnify the energy you carry, so grounding yourself is essential. You can touch a grounding stone like hematite or smoky quartz. You can place your bare feet on the floor. You can visualize your energy becoming calm, clear, and focused. When your energy is aligned, your grid becomes 10 times stronger because your intention becomes a pure transmission instead of mixed signals. Choosing the right intention for your crystal grid. Your intention is the command that tells the universe what you want to create. The clearer the intention, the more accurate the manifestation. Crystal grids are used for a variety of goals, and each intention requires different stones and geometric layouts. Common intentions include abundance, love, protection, healing, clarity, confidence, spiritual awakening, emotional stability, better sleep, self-worth, creativity, business success, focus, attracting opportunities, releasing negativity, and improving relationships. Your intention must be clear, specific, and emotionally charged. For example, if your intention is abundance, specify what type of abundance you seek. Financial abundance, career growth, stability, opportunities. If your intention is healing, specify whether it is emotional healing, physical healing, or trauma release. The more precise the intention, the more precise the energetic result. Selecting the crystals for your grid. Crystal selection is the heart of your grid. Every grid needs 3 types of crystals. The first is the center stone. This is the main anchor of your intention. It is the leader of the grid. The second is the supporting stones. These are placed around the center stone to strengthen the intention. The third is the perimeter stones. These are placed on the outer area of the grid to protect, seal, and extend the energy field. Your center stone should be bold, powerful, and aligned with your intention. For abundance, citrine or pyrite is ideal. For love, rose quartz or rhodonite. For healing, clear quartz, amethyst, or green aventurine. For protection, black tourmaline or obsidian. Your supporting stones amplify the intention. For abundance, you may add green aventurine or tiger's eye. For love, you may add pink opal or morganite. For protection, you may add hematite or smoky quartz. Your perimeter stones seal the grid. These stones hold the energy inside the geometric structure. You can use clear quartz points, black tourmaline, or selenite depending on your intention. The number of stones does not matter as much as the clarity of your intention. Quality matters more than quantity. Use stones that feel aligned. Cleaning and charging your crystals before the grid. Your grid begins with clean energy. If your stones hold old energy, they will not perform at their highest frequency. Clean your crystals before placing them in the grid. You can cleanse them through smoke, sound, salt water, only for crystals that are water-safe, sunlight, moonlight, selenite slab. Earth burial, or breath cleansing. After cleansing, charge them. Charging means filling your stones with fresh energy. You can do this under sunlight, moonlight, intention, or placing them on a selenite charging plate. When your crystals are clean and charged, they become stronger transmitters of your intention. Choosing the right location for your crystal grid. Your grid should be placed in a space where you can maintain its energy. Avoid chaotic areas. Avoid locations with constant interruption. Choose a quiet corner, altar, desk, nightstand, or sacred space. Keep your grid away from electronics that generate heavy electromagnetic fields. The direction of your grid can also influence energy flow. North is good for grounding and stability. East is ideal for new beginnings and clarity. South is powerful for action and energy. West supports emotional healing and intuition. But the most important rule is choosing a location that feels energetically clean and aligned with the intention. Choosing your grid layout and geometry. Every geometric shape contains vibration. Choose the geometry based on your intention. Circles represent unity and wholeness. Triangles represent manifestation, transformation, and action. Squares represent stability and grounding. Hexagons connect to balance and harmony. Spirals represent growth and evolution. The flower of life and seed of life carry ancient creation frequency and are highly effective for any intention. The geometry you choose becomes the foundation on which your grid operates. It directs energy, organizes frequency, and creates coherence. A grid without geometry works, but not at the same intensity as one aligned with sacred patterns. Setting the intention of your grid. Once your layout is chosen, your crystals are clean, and your mind is focused, set your intention. Speak it clearly, write it on paper if needed. Place the written intention under the center stone if you want to intensify the communication. When you speak your intention, speak as if the manifestation is already happening. Your intention should not be a wish. It should be a command encoded with certainty. Arranging the crystals in the grid. Start by placing the center stone. This is the heart of the grid. Everything else revolves around it. After placing the center stone, place the supporting stones around it following the geometry pattern. Align the stones so their energy flows outward or inward depending on your intention. Finally, place the perimeter stones to form an energetic boundary. When placing stones, move slowly, consciously, and with presence. Visualize energy flowing between them. Feel the connection building. This is not decoration. This is energetic engineering. Activating the crystal grid. Activation is the most important step. Without activation, your grid is only a physical arrangement. Activation turns it into an energetic engine. To activate your grid, use a crystal wand, a clear quartz point, or your finger. Start at the center stone. Draw invisible energetic lines connecting each stone. Move from the center outward, linking supporting stones, connecting perimeter stones, and returning to the center. Activation tells the grid to wake up, receive the intention, and begin the energetic tasks assigned to it. Activation unites the stones into a single network. How crystal grids manifest your intention. Once activated, your grid becomes an energetic transmitter. It generates a constant subtle vibration that interacts with your space, your mind, and the universal field. Your intention becomes an ongoing broadcast. This broadcast influences opportunities, thoughts, emotions, intuition, decisions, and external circumstances. Crystal grids do not force manifestation. They harmonize you with the vibration required to receive what you want. They shift your frequency. They open your energy field. They help you attract aligned. Maintaining your crystal grid. Your grid needs maintenance to stay strong. Dust it gently. Keep the space clean. Revisit the intention weekly. Speak to the grid. Reinforce your goal. If your energy shifts or you experience emotional turbulence, sit near your grid to realign yourself. You can recharge the grid periodically by reactivating it or cleansing the stones without disturbing their arrangement. How long to keep a crystal grid activated? The duration depends on your intention. For deep healing or long-term manifestation, keep it active for weeks or months. For short-term goals, you may complete the manifestation within days. Trust your intuition. You will feel when the grid has completed its work. Signs your crystal grid is working. You may feel physical sensations like warmth, tingling, or pressure around the grid. You may experience heightened clarity, increased intuition, emotional release, vivid dreams, and synchronicities. Opportunities may appear unexpectedly. You may feel more confident and aligned. You may also notice that your grid feels alive, as if it has its own presence. This is a sign of successful activation. Common mistakes to avoid when creating crystal grids. Using too many crystals with conflicting vibrations. Placing stones without clearing old energy. Building a grid in a chaotic or cluttered space. Creating a grid with unclear intention. Not activating the grid. Overthinking the process. Not trusting intuition. Checking the grid obsessively. Doubting the manifestation. Mixing intentions in one grid. Advanced crystal grid techniques. Advanced practitioners use multiple layers of geometry, multiple center stones, or a combination of grids working together. Some create permanent grids for home protection. Others use grids for business success, relationship healing, or spiritual awakening. You can also create personal grids, wearable grids, travel grids, or energy repair grids. You may combine numerology, astrology, moon phases, and planetary alignments to enhance the power of your grid. Some people meditate inside the energy of the grid. Others speak affirmations near it. The deeper your involvement, the stronger the results. Crystal grids are a bridge between your intention and your reality. They bring structure to your manifestation journey. They anchor your dreams in the physical world. They remind you that your energy has power. They remind you that your mind and the universe work together. If you build your grid with clarity, devotion, and consistency, you will witness transformation. If you want more content like this, listen till the end, like, subscribe, and comment your perspective or your questions so I can create more powerful guides for you.